That's not Sally. That's not Roger. And I'm not Billy. You're watching Unbillable.
Caught me.
So how's today coming along?
Today is fine. Another day living the dream. It's weird filming in here. I don't think I'm ever gonna get comfortable filming in here. I don't know. There's just too much work stuff everywhere. But it's just like not for public consumption. I'll make sure you get the important job of me putting the fan away. They leave that part off on Suits. The part where he has to put his fan away because it's hot in his office. But then again, on Suits, they have a bunch of like disbarred lawyers like running the show. I always like when I walk out, I'm always like, call me if you need anything. But in my mind, I'm like, call me so I can make it juicy for you. That's just what comes to my mind every time. Little Wayne. I mean, Luis, like, I know you think you're making it so that you're playing me to be the fool, but you played yourself, as your boy DJ Khaled likes to say. Like, you don't know who Lil Wayne is?
Of course I do.
That's Lil Wayne. Lollipop?
Oh, Lollipop. Okay,
Yeah, that's Lil Wayne. You shouldn't need me to say Lil Wayne Lollipop for you to understand when I say, call me so I can get it juicy for ya. Lil Wayne. I make a Lil Wayne reference. You don't know what I'm talking about? That's crazy. You know, it's kind of interesting. The joy of law is that it's everywhere. I mean, I can use almost anything to transition into whatever it is we're talking about. And right now, I'm going to use Lil Wayne. I'm going to use Lil Wayne because I don't think that's his real name. His name is clearly not Lil Wayne. So how does he do this? How does he operate? Well, I mean, I don't know, it's not exactly the same thing with rappers and their fake names. You know, like their real names always come out, like Snoop Dogg and Calvin Broadus, right? Aubrey Graham, you know what I'm talking about? Oh, it's Sean Carter is Jay-Z, right? Interesting that Sean Carter is Jay-Z and Sean Combs is Diddy. There's a couple, and then Big Sean is a Sean also, right? If you want your kid to be a rapper, name him Sean. Dude. Unbillable. Where else can you get this information? Okay, but seriously, going back to it. So you can have a formal business name, like a corporate name, and then do business under a different name. It's also a way, like, if you form a corporation for one purpose and then you don't end up using it for that, you don't have to close it necessarily and start a new one. You could just use a fictitious business name. It's like a formal recording of a name stating that I'm going to use it for business. So when I say formal, in most states, you know, Unbillable, I'm a California licensed attorney, so California has its own rules. In most states, all you have to do is go and register the name with the county, pay some small fee, and register that name. In California and in some other states, you have to not only go to the county and register the name, you have to also publish in a newspaper, give notice to the general public of your intent to use that business name. And that can be solved with like a publication that costs anywhere from like, I don't know, let's say like 10 to maybe $100. It's not a very expensive process. And so that will allow you to use one corporate name and do business under a different name. That's a fictitious business name. It's not the same. I mean, people will come in my office and say, I have this fictitious business name so nobody else can use it. No, a fictitious business name gives you the right to use it. It gives you the registration of that name. A trademark, a totally different process, a totally longer and more in-depth process, as my cell phone rings here in the car, is what you need to protect that name so others can't use it. There you go, that's it. That's fictitious business name 101. So like if you have a corporation that's like, you know, Big Gold Pockets Inc., and you want to start a business that is a, I don't know, food delivery company, you don't need to have a whole new corporation made so that you can have, you know, a name that has something to do with food in your name. You can just register a fictitious business name, keep your existing corporation in place, and do business under that fictitious name, whatever that might be, whatever you register. But remember, it's not stopping other people from using the name on a national level. That's a trademark. A trademark is very different from a fictitious business name. One gives you the right to use the name. That's a fictitious business name. The other gives you the right to protect it, saying no one else can use it. That's a trademark. Big difference. Big difference! If you like this episode, and I know you do, take the little mouse button, click that like button. It'd mean a lot. If you have something to say, I know you got something to say. Most of you people won't shut up. Put something in the comments below. Just write hello. I mean, it'd be cool just to say hi. And of course, subscribe. It would mean a lot to us. So with that, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Unbillable, and I hope you enjoy watching future episodes of Unbillable. Thanks.